Hey everyone, my name is Adam and I'm going to talk to you about the Bachelor of Health Science. As our population continues to grow and the needs in global healthcare change, there is an increasing demand for passionate graduates to enter this dynamic workforce. AUT offers both clinical and non-clinical programs. A clinical program focuses primarily on the front-facing patient care, where you find yourself helping to rehabilitate individuals with a range of physical or mental injuries. Within clinical programs, you focus on the promotion and prevention of health within a wider context, so that can be within a community or on a national level. Within every major, all students will study the same 4 core papers in their first semester before branching off into major specific content for the remainder of the degree. Starting with our non-clinical pathway, we have 4 majors on offer. Firstly, case management. Aging populations and more people living with long-term conditions and complex health needs means there's a need for a coordinated approach to healthcare. If you're passionate about helping people experiencing disability or living with a long-term health condition, then case management equips you with the skills for non-clinical case management roles, working with clinicians, clients and families to develop and oversee a plan for care. Health administration. Now, if you want to study health administration, you develop the skills to work within health administration at national, local, and interprofessional levels. Now, one patient can have multiple healthcare requirements, and as a health administration graduate, you ensure all of their needs are met. Individual pathway. The Bachelor of Health Science individual pathway prepares you for the wide range of health careers available, as you can tailor the degree to suit. Public and environmental health. If you are passionate about making a difference to the health of not just your community, but even the world, then public health could be for you. AUT's public and environmental health major steps up to the many health challenges of the 21st century. The major is committed to human rights, health equity, social justice, and mātauranga Māori. Our cross-disciplinary degree offers in-depth understanding of public health, as well as flexible pathways for you to double major in psychology and minors in related fields. Now, moving into the clinical pathways. Starting with the counselling major at AUT. This major prepares you to work with a diverse client base as a counsellor, understanding the history and theory of counselling practices. Midwifery. As a student studying midwifery, you're given an insight into the workload expectations around the experiences of a midwife. As well as learning vital knowledge to support an expectant mother, you will undertake around 2,400 practical hours throughout the 4-year degree, and this is to prepare you before you graduate to go into the workforce. Nursing. Our nursing major focuses on interprofessional practice and care, just like it is in the workplace. You'll learn that health and healthcare is not just about illness care. There's so much more to it. It goes beyond health and illness care to nurture the growth of healthy communities. Throughout your studies, you complete 1,200 practical hours experience, and this is conducted in both hospitals and within the community. Occupational therapy. Occupational therapists help people participate in everyday activities, including learning, communication, interaction, mobility, and even just social life. The occupational therapy degree is intensive, and it involves learning in an interprofessional environment, in the classroom, and in clinical practice settings. Oral health. Within the oral health major, you'll gain experience at AUT's Oral Health Simulation Laboratory and clinical experience at AUT's oral health clinics and community oral health clinics, not just in Auckland, but around New Zealand. You can register as an oral health therapist with the Dental Council of New Zealand. As a graduate, you'll be able to provide oral health assessments, diagnosis, management, treatment and preventative care for patients within the oral health therapy scope of practice. Paramedicine. The paramedicine major prepares you for difficult environments where professionals have to make critical, often complex decisions. You learn from staff who are intensive care paramedics, emergency nurses, medical specialists, and emergency management specialists. There's a focus on practical experience with clinical placements in ambulance services, hospitals, and community or primary health centres. Physiotherapy. AUT offers one of the largest physiotherapy programs in the Southern Hemisphere. Our physiotherapy graduates are recognised throughout the world for their knowledge and leadership in healthcare. Now, this is a 4-year degree, and you're taught the theoretical and practical knowledge required to excel within the industry. As well as learning about anatomy and physiology, you'll learn about the professional practices and undertake a clinical placement for the entire 4th year. Podiatry. Podiatry focuses on the prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of common conditions affecting the lower limb and foot. After successfully completing AUT's podiatry degree, you can apply to register as a podiatrist in New Zealand and overseas. Psychology. By studying the psychology major, you will gain a broad understanding of psychological research and theory, as well as related ethical and legal issues. This sets you up for careers in a variety of sectors within the health science industry. Now, if you'd like to contact me or one of my colleagues, you can email me at future@aut.ac.nz or give us a call on 0800 AUT, and we can help you plan your study future now.